Hey guys, something I keep getting asked literally all the time is it even worth it to bring my kids to Disney World since there's no meet and greets with all the characters? And my answer to that is that wasn't a bad teaser, right? I mean, maybe it was a bad teaser because I didn't get to say, let's unlock Disney. You know, that's kind of like my catchphrase or whatever. But okay, who cares? All right, let's jump in. So most of you know, like Disney World, they haven't been doing the parades. They haven't been doing the meet and greets since they've reopened due to COVID. But you can still see a lot of your favorite characters and princesses if you're aware of where they show up. I get a lot of questions asking me, like, is it even worth it if you can't see your favorite characters? And I say, you can see your characters. I mean, you pretty much all the characters that you normally could have seen before COVID, you can see now. It's just a little bit different. And believe me when I say that you and your kids, or your kids, will still light up like no other when they see their favorite character or their hero or princess walk by. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to break down where they are in each park and some places that you should eat so that the Cavalcades will actually ride right by you and you can see them with no trouble at all. Now, I can tell you where they are, but there is no set time for anything because, you know, they want to avoid the crowds gathering up. And honestly, for the most part, they really do a good job of the social distancing whenever the Cavalcades show up. All right, we're going to start our journey in Magic Kingdom. So we can start off by looking at the train station. Throughout the day, you may see Mickey and friends waving to everyone. They will also pose for you so that you can take a picture with them in the background. It's kind of cool. So they'll be waving and stuff, but they'll actually see that you stood still and they'll let you line up and you can get a picture with them in the background. So that's kind of neat. There's also the Cavalcades. Cavalcades? Yes, it's a word that Disney taught me. It's been a word that's been around forever, but I never knew it until Disney taught it to me. So the mini parades, that's what I like to call them because cavalcades, I mean, it's not a word that flows off the tongue. So the mini parades, they have no set time. But if you hear music out of nowhere, get ready because it's coming. So if you're like walking down Main Street and all of a sudden you hear music, get to the side because there's going to be a parade coming. Or if you hear music far down the line, run to where the music is. It's like when a deer is eating and then it hears something move and it like perks its head up real fast. It's kind of like that. So just be ready for it. But honestly, I've actually gotten to enjoy the mini parades, and so have my kids, because during the normal parades, they get kind of tired, and this is what would happen. Probably 5 minutes in, just out cold. So these mini parades, they're going to pop up anywhere from the Splash Mountain area where they first come out and on Main Street and anywhere in between there. The Goofy Cavalcade, Goofy Mini Parade. I'm just going to go with Mini Parade the rest of the time. You'll see Goofy and some friends like Horace and Clarabelle and even the three Caballeros. In Frontierland, there's a fun one. Chip and Dale will sometimes hang out on that crosswalk area by the Country Bear Jamboree. Shout out to my mom. It's her favorite ride or show. Yeah. Anyway, so they'll hang out in that little crosswalk area, and they'll hang out there for the mini parade that comes through that has Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Daisy, and Pluto in it. Another mini parade will be led by Merida on horse, and we'll have a float with most of the princesses on it. A great place to eat and wait for these parades are at Sleepy Hollow. I also suggest getting the chicken and waffle because it's amazing. But anyway, okay. So the parade will pass right by Sleepy Hollow. So if you're eating outside, and like I said before, if you hear that music, get ready because it's only a matter of time before they show up, and it really is a perfect place to watch it. And kids go nuts because another thing with the mini parades like this, it feels much more personal because there's not as many people all gathered up and you're not all bunched together. So literally every time that one of these go by, princesses catch your eye, will wave to you personally. It's just, I like it. I really do like it. And yet another mini parade, similar, but will be led by Gaston, which is kind of cool. Gaston will be on horse, followed by a character float with Winnie the Pooh, Alice, Peter Pan, Mary Poppins, sometimes Aladdin. They mix them out here and there. But it's another great way to see a lot of those characters that, you don't normally get a chance to meet without a meet and greet. All right, so we have one more mini type parade going on. On Main Street, you can see a trolley, and from time to time, it'll have Winnie the Pooh's friends on it. So you'll see Eeyore, Rabbit, and Piglet. Typically, those are the main three that are on there. Also, note, you can eat at Tomorrowland Terrace. I know it's a bit out there, but if you eat there and then eat by the opening, I was going to say by the window, but Tomorrowland Terrace does not have windows. But you can watch the mini parades go through, like they go around the circle and then back down Main Street. So, like I said, it's a bit far, but it's still a comfortable watch. All right, let's hop on the monorail and head over to Epcot. Actually, I'm not sure you can do that right now. I know when we were there, they weren't letting us hop on the monorail to get to Epcot. But anyway, so while you're in the countries in Epcot, they also do the mini parades kind of like they do over in Magic Kingdom. And there's a mini parade with Goofy, Pluto, Mickey, and Minnie. I don't know what Pluto and Goofy did, but Mickey and Minnie didn't let them in the car. I just think that's kind of played out. But I guess Mickey's kind of the guy in charge, so I guess we're just going to roll with that. Also at Epcot, just like at Magic Kingdom, you can get to see your princesses. So you can see a lot of them because they come through in a horse-drawn carriage, also within the country area. Hi, Snow White. She said hi to me. Did you see that? This is a fun one, and it's in an area not a lot of people kind of walk through. That small area between Figment's ride and the land, there's like this open area and a fence, and you can meet Winnie the Pooh there, and you also can see Joy from Inside Out, which is kind of cool. And there's never anybody in that area watching, but you can yell out to Winnie the Pooh or Joy and just ask them questions and stuff, and they really interact. And again, you can stand in front of the fence and they'll pose with you and you can get a picture with them, but it's a really fun area. Now, many of you know about the Garden Grill. Great restaurant, great character meet and greet. And yes, you can still have a character meal there, but if you go to the Land Pavilion, that's where the Garden Grill is, during the day, Mickey, Pluto, Chip, and Dale will come out for pictures very often. It's really cool. They have it sectioned out, so they'll actually, just like in other places, they'll walk around the restaurant and they'll pose for you. It's pretty awesome. Oh snap, is that Elsa? Anyway, this is a big one. So Anna and Elsa can still be seen, and the kids go nuts because obviously they need their Anna and Elsa fix, and they can get it. They actually will come out in the newer section of Norway, and it's really great. Like, they take time, they'll talk to the kids, they'll talk to you, and of course they'll pose and let you take pictures and everything. So it's really cool how they have that all set up. All right, we're gonna head over to Hollywood Studios. Now, let me tell you, Disney Junior Play and Dance is still going. They've changed it a little bit. It's very spaced out, but the kids adore it. It also feels much more personal than it did before. They can see Vampirina, Doc McStuffins, Timon, and Mickey. And like I said, the kids go nuts. It's done really, really well. And again, it just feels very personal for the kids because there's not as many people in there. And it's just, boom, they're right in front of you. It's awesome. And a lot of those characters that are in the Disney Junior Play and Dance will also show up in like a mini parade out in the park. And also other people in that parade are usually like Fancy Nancy and some other ones scattered here and there, but usually the same ones that you used to be able to meet in front of Disney Junior Play and Dance. Okay, so I love that Hollywood Studios also has mini parades with the Pixar characters. I really miss the old Pixar parades so much, like so much. But this mini parade is pretty awesome. So you'll see the Incredibles, some Toy Story characters, and even Sully from Monsters, Inc. And a great place to eat, over by the Indiana Jones show and by Star Tours, there's a place called Backlot Express. Pretty decent burgers. But you could sit outside in that area closest to Star Tours, and you'll get a great view like you're seeing right now. And the great part about it is because the way everything's set up with mobile ordering and things, you can't even get into that spot unless you are getting food at Backlot Express. All right, guys, so hopefully I've given some insight as to where you can find and see the characters that your family loves without having to spend money at a character dining meet and greet. I really appreciate all the love that you guys have been giving us here. And if you could just hit like and subscribe to the channel, I would appreciate it so, so much. I love doing these videos and I want to continue to do them for a long, long time. So thank you and have a wonderful and magical day.